been a fixture in Uptown for nearly a century, and it holds a special place in Minnesota music history. Next month, the CC Club will turn 90 years old.
And tonight's Maury Stories, Maury Glover takes a look at why there is nothing regular about this beloved bar.
On a late Wednesday night at the CC Club in South Minneapolis,
it's fun. It's a good place to meet people in the neighborhood.
a crowd of regulars gathers at the iconic watering hole.
It's so laid back, and there's all different kinds of people that come here. Like, there's just somebody for everybody to talk to, just chill with.
It's the kind of place where everyone knows your name.
It is very, like, dive bar-esque, like, hole in the wall, if you will, but, like, super awesome.
Like South Minneapolis' version of Cheers.
It's kind of like an old boat to me. Like, it's just fun to see the old boat still afloat.
Next month, the CC Club will celebrate 90 years in business. And if you look closely, you'll see nods to its special place in Minnesota music history.
There aren't too many bars around that can say they've been in business 90 years.
Long before its current incarnation as the CC Club, the building was home to the CC Tavern, which opened at the end of Prohibition as a 3-2 bar, named after its first owner, Clarence E. Campbell. Although a bricked-up tunnel in the basement suggests the building may have been a hot spot before legal alcohol became the law of the land.
Well, kind of wink, wink, nod, nod. Apparently, they were maybe making liquor on the other side of the street and shipping it underground. I don't know if that's where the term a speakeasy came in the roaring 20s, but it was kind of what I would assume was that kind of thing was going on.
In the 50s, the name changed to the CC Tap, which was the most well-known beer joint in the 5-state area and home to dancing and live music. It wasn't until the mid-70s when the bar got a full kitchen and liquor license that it received the familiar name so many came to know and love.
I heard somebody say once that 26th and Lyndale was like the Haight-Ashbury of Minneapolis. It was really kind of the center of the music scene for a while.
Peter Jesperson was the manager at Orfoka-Jokopus, kitty corner from the CC Club, and co-founded the Twin Tone record label. He says the musicians who hung around the record store would often cross the street to have a drink at the bar, turning it into ground zero for the emerging Minneapolis alternative rock scene, where bands like The Replacements, Soul Asylum, and The Suburbs mixed and mingled with other artists from the neighborhood.
I think people genuinely moved into the neighborhood of 26th and Lyndale to be near Orfolk, and the CC Club was right across the street, and a lot of people who like rock and roll music also like to have a beer from time to time.
It had way more than Cheers had on TV, if you know what I'm saying. All our friends hung out there. We saw everyone there. It was the place to go, meet, hang out, do whatever, you know.
In fact, it's widely believed Replacements frontman Paul Westerberg wrote the song Here Comes a Regular about the bar.
When I hear that song, I kind of picture the CC Club and Paul sitting there at that bar. So I think that it's a good chance that that was really the inspiration for that song.
It'd be hard to imagine it was from any other place, to be frank with you, but I didn't write it, so I don't know. But yeah, it would seem the most obvious place, or more the point. The vibe of that place in every place we go.
Local musician Paul Metza says he used to hang out with Tom Arnold, who lived across the street from the CC Club, while he tried to break into comedy, and David Carr, who wrote for the Twin Cities Reader and later the New York Times. At all-night parties Arnold would throw after the bar closed.
Yeah, I would say that the CC Club, not only one of the best bars in Minneapolis, it was kind of the shining jewel in a way of South Minneapolis, and really I always considered kind of the soul of South Minneapolis.
The CC Club has changed very little since its heyday, and regulars say that's part of its enduring appeal. Having a cold one while sharing stories about the bar's history, they hope will last another 90 years.
Well, I won't be here, but I hope it does. I hope the boat's still floating.
For Maury Stories, Maury Glover, Fox 9.